you still doing the JDBC revision? You're doing it, still doing it. Okay, you let me know. Just 2 minutes, thanks. I hope everyone now, we're not like new to each other. So every day you're supposed to look at what are the lab instructions I'm suggesting. So I think people are still into this part, revision. So try to finish it as quickly as possible. I've joined pretty late. So how much time you think you'll require? Because I want to discuss a fresh assignment which will prepare you for upcoming days, and plus want to get the web server installed. So yes, give me the estimate. Another what? Half an hour will be sufficient? Oh, 10 minutes you are saying. Okay, I'm saying 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, half an hour. Fine. So around 4:30, we will start the comment session. Till that, continue. And if anyone has not understood anything, any specific question you have, do ask. Okay, 4:30 I'll disturb you, not before that.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Rohit.
मॅम मला 2 डाऊट होते.
हा, बोल.
आपण ते क्लोज क्लीनअप मेथड लिहितो ना
एक सेकंड, I'll just open the
लास्टला.
board. Yeah, I know. मी फक्त ओपन करते so that you can ask me properly. हा.
तो सिक्वेन्स मेंटेन करायला लागतो.
प्रिपेअर्ड स्टेटमेंटचा
Proper.
सिक्वेन्स काही फरक पडत नाही, पण जर तू कनेक्शन क्लोज केलंस, सो प्रिपेअर्ड स्टेटमेंट यू हॅव क्रिएटिंग फ्रॉम कनेक्शन, द लास्ट थिंग यू शुड क्लोज इज अ कनेक्शन. दिस सिक्वेन्स डज नॉट मॅटर. मीनिंग जर तू PST5 आधी क्लोज केलंस आणि नंतर PST2 क्लोज केलंस, इट डझंट मॅटर.
आणि मॅम
समजलं?
हा अजून एक होतं ते
हा, बोल.
रजिस्टर आउट पॅरामीटर्स.
पॅरामीटर्स. हा.
थोडं कन्फ्युजन आहे त्याच्यामध्ये.
हा, तर तू एक काम कर, मी तुला सांगते, तू आता रिव्हाइज एनिवे करतोस. सो व्हॉट यू डू इज बेस्ट डिस्क्रिप्शन इज हिअर. इकडे कॉलेबल स्टेटमेंट उघड. Callable statement. आणि त्याच्यात यू रीड अबाउट, इथे सांगते डिस्क्रिप्शन मध्ये कुठे आहे. सी इट टेल्स यू, हा फर्स्ट पॅराग्राफ आहे याचा डिस्क्रिप्शनचा. तर इट टेल्स यू अबाउट द इन पॅरामीटर्स. इन पॅरामीटर व्हॅल्यूज आर सेट युझिंग द सेट मेथड्स inherited from prepared statement. आणि इथे त्यांनी दिलाय बघ रोहित, the type of all out parameters must be registered prior to executing of the stored procedure. म्हणजे काय, when the stored procedure gets executed, if you don't register the out parameter, JVM will never know that what type of results it is getting. So you have to tell JVM that I'm getting, suppose for example, double type of results or integer or boolean. So this step has to be done before you execute the stored procedure. त्यांनी दिलाय लिहून. आणि दुसरी गोष्ट म्हणजे you can look at the description of the method. इथे पण त्यांनी मेन्शन केलंय. First read it. So here full description दिलाय. So Java type you have to inform the JVM. आणि जर त्यातून नाही कळलं in case, तर in day to help, read me JDBC. Here you can search for register out parameter. Not written too much about it. I thought I had written this. Okay, it's a basic description. Specify the JDBC type of either out or in out parameter to JVM. एवढंच त्याचं description आहे. So go through that and see if it is clear. ठीक आहे रोहित?
ओके मॅम. पण मला असा डाऊट होता, आपण प्रिपेअर कॉल मेथड कॉल करतो, त्याच्यानंतर तिकडचा डेटा म्हणजे तिकडचा जो सिक्वेन्स आहे त्याचा सिक्वेन्स इकडे मेन्शन करतो ना.
नाही समजलं. एक सेकंड, I'll just open that now here. कुठला सिक्वेन्स?
लाईन नंबर 15.
हा,
त्याच्यातील 4th and 5th क्वेश्चन मार्कच्या अल्टरनेटिव्ह साठी आपण ते व्हॅल्यूज रिटेन करण्यासाठी.
These are first 3 are in parameters.
Inputs.
So these in parameters we are setting it. हे बघ, in parameters as one inputs पेक्षा where's my now here? एक minute. So here if you see the countdown implementation. Here we are setting the values after user gives. म्हणजे त्या मेथड मध्ये मी पास करते. पण आता ह्याच्यात लास्ट टू आहेत ते आउट पॅरामीटर्स आहेत. तर whether you describe these out parameters in the constructor itself, which will get called exactly once, or you do it in the method, it doesn't matter. If you do it in the method, every time will have to be done. तर ह्याचा पॉइंट काय आहे की तुझ्या पोझिशन 4 आणि पोझिशन 4 मध्ये जे रिझल्ट मिळणार आहेत त्या रिझल्टचा टाइप डबल आहे. समजलं का?
हा, ते कन्स्ट्रक्टर मध्ये लिहिले होते ना, त्याच्यामुळे थोडस कन्फ्युज होत.
कन्स्ट्रक्टर मध्ये लिहिलं तरी काय फरक पडतो? तुला पॉइंटच कळला नाही अजूनही रोहित. Point of, okay, tell me, how many times constructor is going to get called?
One time.
One time. How many times you have to register the out parameters for a particular procedure?
Only one time.
मग मिळालं ना उत्तर?
हा.
Think about this.
हा. Thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome.
मॅम, हॅलो.
येस
मॅम, तुम्ही जे वेब सर्व्हर मध्ये सकाळी जे टॉमकॅटचं दिलं होतं ना ते, तर ते आय थिंक माझ्या मशीन मध्ये ऑलरेडी इन्स्टॉल होतं. सो मी
अनइन्स्टॉल कर गिरीश. मी त्याच्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन आता बोलूच नको. लेट्स नॉट टॉक अबाउट इट. आपण नंतर सगळं करणार आहोत. तर तुझ्याकडे टॉमकॅटचा मला व्हर्जन सांग. जर 9.0.36 असेल तर अनइन्स्टॉल करू नकोस. जर ओल्डर व्हर्जन असेल तर ती अनइन्स्टॉल करून टाक.
9.0 आहे फक्त.
हा, मग अनइन्स्टॉल करून टाक. 9. वी आर गोइंग टू यूज द सेम व्हर्जन थ्रू आउट द J2E. जोपर्यंत स्प्रिंग बूट आपण करत नाही ना तोपर्यंत आपण हीच वापरणार आहोत व्हर्जन. ठीक आहे. तो पहिला रिमूव्ह करून टाक. मग मी हा ऍड कसा करायचा याचे इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स कॉमनली देईल. ठीक आहे.
ओके, कन्फर्म करायचं होतं.
येस येस.
हॅलो
येस श्रीनिवास.
मॅम, ती सगळ्यात लास्टची कंडिशन होती ना आजची, ॲव्हरेज सॅलरी वाली.
हा,
तिथं लिंक हॅश मॅप का बरं घेतला?
जर ओके, लेट मी से दिस. लेट मी आस्क यू. एक मिनिट. मी डेटाबेस ओपन कर.
डेटाबेस. ओके. हा.
सो when you fire ही क्वेरी कळली. सिलेक्ट क्वेरी ग्रुप बाय ची.
हा, ऍग्रीगेट फंक्शन.
नाही, ग्रुप बाय आणि हे पण ऍव्हरेज ऍग्रीगेट फंक्शन आहे आणि ग्रुप बाय आहे. तर आता जर ही क्वेरी, ह्या क्वेरीचा हा रिझल्ट आहे. सो आता व्हाय इट इज मेंटेनिंग दिस ऑर्डर? बिकॉज इट केम अक्रॉस R&D, मग प्रोडक्शन आणि मग HR. तर आता जर हा डेटा आहे आधी, ओके, लेट मी आस्क यू, हॅव यू ऍटलीस्ट अंडरस्टूड की मॅप मध्ये का स्टोअर करायचा?
हा,
का करायचं मॅप मध्ये स्टोअर?
आपल्याला डिस्प्ले करायचं आहे तिकडे जावा मध्ये.
नाही, no, you're not getting it. What I'm saying is, why store it in the map and why not in the list? No, Omkar, map is not for order. I'm just asking you any map. Why you want to store it in the map and not in a list is the question. Because it has got a key value pair type of a structure. The department IDs are unique, and against the unique department ID, we are maintaining the average salary. So that is why key value based data structure is map. Understood so far? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But आता map मध्ये there are 3 implementation classes: hash map, linked hash map, and tree map. So if I want to retain the same order in the output as seen from the database, which is the ordered map? Hash map ordered hai, linked hash map ordered hai, or is it a tree map which is ordered map? Simple question, simple answer. Linked hash map, of course. That is why the linked hash map. Okay, continue. कळलं का नाही कळलं? Understood what I said? That's why to maintain the order of the same output, the way the output is given from the database, I added that.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, actually, I couldn't able to understand that why we have used those out params in the constructor of accounts DAO implementation class.
Just now I explained the whole thing to somebody. Register out parameter thing you're talking about, Ankit, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just 5 minutes ago I explained. So
I will watch the recording, ma'am.
no, don't take so many efforts. I'll tell you right away. Don't waste time. Here, tell me, have you okay, let me ask you. This is the stored procedure. How many of them are in parameters and okay, which ones are in and which one are out?
Ma'am,
First
there are 3 ins, 3 were in
and
and 2 are out.
2 are out. So out parameters are what? They are the ones which store your result. So if you remember our stored procedure, it is transferring the amount from source to destination, and then what is it I'm storing in this out parameters is the updated values of the balance. Is that
Yes,
clear
ma'am.
so far? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So now think rationally. Suppose if you comment this, okay, if you skip this step, if you just create a callable statement, and if you just set the
I'm sorry to ma'am, your screen is not visible. I think you are
oh, I'm
showing.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought I shared the whole screen. Sorry. Okay, I'll start. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So here, what is it we are saying is right. So you have got this stored procedure, and I was telling you that if you comment these 2 lines, that is, if you don't register the out parameters, what will happen is what I'm explaining. So here we are setting the in parameters. Here you are executing the stored procedure. Fine. But after the stored procedure is executed, the database is going to send the results from database to JDBC driver, and JDBC driver is going to send it to the JVM. Agreed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But now JVM does not know what is the data type of that out parameter. So if you don't mention the data type of the out parameter, JVM cannot access it, and you will get an exception here. Best thing, Ankit, I think Rohit I was explaining to, comment these 2 lines and you will understand immediately. So now once you have given this the data type, we have just told the JVM that at the 4th position, expect the result type as double. So is at the 5th position. Now JVM knows that, okay, it is going to get the 2 double values, and then you can use this API to get the results. So simple suggestion is comment this and tell me. You'll definitely get an exception. Understood me, Ankit?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Continue.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sure.
But ma'am, there are 5 question marks in line number 15.
Yes. So there are 3 of them in
How
parameters.
is it happening now?
Question marks. No, you did. I think you missed out my statement so many times. Question marks represent, you tell me, Aman, in parameter, out parameter, in out, or all of above. Not just him. Anyone who is listening can answer. Answer is all of above. Does that answer you, Aman?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So it is not only for in parameters. It is for globally for all parameters. That's why.
Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Continue. Okay, continue.
And ma'am, if we are using the calling the functions in the database,
Yes.
so how it is going to modify the program? If
That is your today's question. So here, that is what I'm going to ask you as an assignment. But I have already given you a lot of them, so I did not ask. So if you remember this one, Ankit, I have shown you here there's a slight change. Okay, let me not waste your time. Here, there's a small change. So suppose I've given an example of this thing also, stored function also in my SQL, which I'm going to tell you to solve. So tell me, what is the difference between, exactly, first syntax, Piyush. What is the difference between stored procedure and a stored function? Stored function returns a value. So यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा? Question mark is equal to. Okay. So this will be your first out parameter where the return value of the function is stored, and rest all will be the same. Call keyword same hoga, the name of the function, and whatever arguments you are passing. And now in addition to other out parameters, this is also going to be the out parameter. So you'll have to register that also. And your numbering will start with this as the first one, and second, third, fourth onwards. You got me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to get done. I'm going to get this done from you. I'm going to give you one example, one ready-made stored function I have. Same logic. And you're going to solve it with me. I hope today, if not possible today, tomorrow. Okay, that way. Comment केला registration तरी output error येती है. I'm surprised. Let me check it myself. Okay. Kanad is saying that he has commented register out parameter, but still he's not getting the error. See, with the JDBC versions different, I don't know whether they have solved this issue, but as a good programming practice, anyway, you can't do that. I'm just trying it out, Kanad. Once, give me 1 sec. So I've commented it. This is what the Java docs recommend. So I generally go by the Java docs. Oh yeah, you're right. It's not throwing you any exception. So maybe they have, they have not made it mandatory. But like I said, I told you, I generally go by Java docs, whatever it is saying. So yeah. So guys, I stand corrected. So I just now observed, unless until I tested, I can't make the statement. So even when I have not given, I have commented, as you can see, this registering out parameters tab, the stored procedure currently worked. But if you see the docs, they are clearly telling you. So let's not take such a chance, because in the next version, if again it stops working, you read that. The type of the all out parameters must be registered prior to execution of stored procedure. So let us follow the Java docs. But as noted correctly, Kanad, it is currently not throwing the error, currently not throwing exception, maybe because of the latest JDBC driver we are using. But my suggestion would be still set it. Don't take it as a chance. Okay? Yeah, continue.
Hello, ma'am.
Just a second. First, I'll answer Abhijit's question. Generic SQL type is equal to JDBC data type. Abhijit, I've said it multiple times. So, generic SQL type is equal to JDBC data type. Will it be specific to database, Abhijit, or will it be database independent? No answer. I said it will be database independent. Exactly. So, for example, number versus double. Which one is generic SQL type and which is the native database type between number and double? Answer is number is the database specific type. For example, number m comma n, that is your native database type, and the corresponding generic SQL type is either a float or a double. Okay, so it is basically to maintain the portability of your application throughout all the databases. And if you want to read it in more detail, is my screen shared? Yeah. So if you want to read it in more details, you can open the class. There's a types class. दिखाया था. So if you look for java.sql.types, all the JDBC data types, see this. This class defines all the constants which are generic SQL types is equal to JDBC types. So you'll get the full description there. Clear, Abhijit? Okay. Continue.
Ma'am?
Yeah, tell me.
मैम एक जगह हमने एग्जीक्यूट क्वेरी लिखा है, एक जगह हमने एग्जीक्यूट अपडेट लिखा हुआ है. डिलीट में एग्जीक्यूट क्वेरी काम कर रहा है मैम, लेकिन अपडेट में क्यों नहीं कर रहा?
नहीं, like the same thing which I told this one, Kanal. See, API docs always tell you, so follow the API docs. Don't just keep blindly testing things working or not, because tomorrow they are going to follow the Java documentation. So take it as a rule. Rajiv, it is very simple. So I don't want you to waste time on such trivial things. अगर select query execute कर रहे हो, तो which method you will use always? Tell me. Execute query. DDL or DML के लिए 100% working method. Which one they will give you? Execute update. So don't try. Just because of the sake of trying different things, unnecessary you're wasting time. And today maybe MySQL supports it, but tomorrow if you port the application on Postgres and it stops working, it will be difficult for you. Okay, so DDL, DML, execute update, DQL, execute query, and execution of stored procedure, stored function, always use execute. It works universally. Okay? Okay, so follow the Java docs as much as possible. That is the same reason I told this one, Tanad, also. Keep this registering out parameter, because today it is working, but tomorrow if you don't comment, you comment it and it stops working, you will be in a problem. Follow the Java docs. You continue.
Hello.
Yes, Pankaj, tell me.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, share.
मॅम एरर येत आहे इथे.
तो बघ सांगतोय तुला एरर, पंकज तो सांगतोय बघ, अनसपोर्टेड कन्व्हर्शन डबल टू डेट, म्हणजे कुठेतरी ना तुझे याचा कॉलम पोझिशनचा नंबर मध्ये चुकलाय. ओके, लेट्स सी. गेट स्ट्रिंग. मला डेटाबेसचं हे उघड. एक मिनिट केलंयस तू? सॉरी पंकज, नको करूस, मला दिसतंय समोर. आता तुझी क्वेरी दाखव मला. प्रिपेअर्ड स्टेटमेंट मध्ये काय क्वेरी आहे? सिलेक्ट स्टार. ओके, सगळे लेफ्ट केलेत कॉलम्स. ठीक आहे, म्हणजे गेट स्ट्रिंग चुकलंय. हे बघ, आयडी. सो स्टार्ट लाईन नंबर 29 मध्ये rst.getInt कर पहिलं. ईमेल आयडी नाही करतेस तो. सॉरी, एक मिनिट, तू कुठलं टेबल करतोयस? एक सेकंड थांब. आय मे बी रॉंग. विच टेबल?
असाइनमेंट आहे मॅडम.
खालची असाइनमेंट. शो मी द युजर्स टेबल. मग युजर्स टेबलचा आधी कॉपी कर ना. हा, ते आयडी, नेम, ईमेल, पासवर्ड हे कॉपी कर. हा, ते केलंयस कॉपी तिथे. आय नीड टू सी द सिक्वेन्स. केलंयस का ते कॉपी? रजिस्ट्रेशन अमाऊंट, रजिस्ट्रेशन डेट, रोल. हा, ती वरती हेडर कॉपी कर ना आयडी पासूनचा. हा, प्रेस एंटर. आय थिंक तू केलायस तिथे. हा, आता इकडे ये आणि ते हे कर. हा, केलायस ना, तोच आहे ना तो आयडी, नेम, ईमेल, पासवर्ड. हा, ठीक आहे, मग आपण करूया तसं. तर आता rst.getString नाही, मग आयडी हा हे आहे तुझा इंट आहे ना. मॅच द कॉलम्स. rst.getInt 1 कर. सेकंड काय आहे तुझा? नेम आहे. getString 2 बरोबर आहे. getString 3. एकच मिनिट, फॉर्मॅट स्पेसिफायर मी नाही बघत आहे, ते तू मॅच कर. मी हे करते फक्त. हा, नंतर नेम, ईमेल, पासवर्ड. गेट स्ट्रिंग हा तिसरा चुकलाय. परत गेट डबल नाही, RST डॉट गेट स्ट्रिंग 4 ID 1 2 3 4 पासवर्ड 4th कॉलम आहे तुझा. तू फक्त मॅच कर रे कॉलम पोझिशन्स ना. ID नेम
मॅम
पासवर्ड.
जे कोर्स मध्ये दिलंय ते पण करेक्ट सिक्वेन्स वाईज द्यायला लागतं का?
कुठलं सिक्वेन्स
ते
मध्ये?
कोर्स मध्ये दिलंय ना ID %D नेम
नाही
%.
आता ऑफकोर्स जर तुला आउटपुट जर तुला मॅच करायचं त्या फॉर्मॅट स्पेसिफायरला तर करायलाच लागेल. जेव्हा तू ID म्हणतोस तेव्हा तू पासवर्ड दाखवणार आहेस का आयडीज दाखवणार आहेस?
ID.
आयडी
हा
नॅचरली.
ओके.
ID नेम ईमेल पासवर्ड रजिस्ट्रेशन अमाऊंट रजिस्ट्रेशन डेट अँड रोल ते मॅच कर फक्त. गेट स्ट्रिंग तिथे डॉट झालाय गेट स्ट्रिंगच्या नंतर तो RST डॉट पाहिजे तिकडे ना. 1 2 3 4 5 हा RST डॉट गेट डबल 5 आणि मग लास्ट आहे तो 6 आहे तो हे आहे. हो 3 4 5 6 आणि लास्ट आहे तो स्ट्रिंग आहे 7 RST डॉट गेट स्ट्रिंग 7. फक्त ती कॉलम मिसमॅच आहे. रन सेव्ह करून रन कर. पण आता तुम्ही याच्यावर वेळ घालवूच नका कारण हीच असाइनमेंट पंकज आज तुम्हाला लेअर्ड आर्किटेक्चर मध्ये करायची आहे. एनिवे गिव्ह सम ईमेल अँड पासवर्ड. rama@gmail.com आणि 1 2 3 4. ओके आता तुझं फॉर्मॅट स्पेसिफायर चुकलाय. फॉर्मॅट स्पेसिफायर मध्ये बघ %D ठीक आहे. नंतर आता इकडे काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. फॉर्मॅट स्पेसिफायर मध्ये नेम ईमेल पासवर्ड ID %LF झालंय. रजिस्ट्रेशन अमाऊंट नंतर बघ काय झालंय. %.1F कर. 0.1F म्हणजे हा ठीक आहे. बरोबर आहे आता बाकीचं. डिस्प्ले केलं नाहीयेस का? डिस्प्ले करत नाहीयेस तू काही का? SOP करतोयस ऍक्च्युली. SOP व्हाईल RST डॉट नेक्स्ट. व्हाईल RST ची गरज नाही. इफ RST पुरलं असतं पण तरी तो का नाही डिस्प्ले होते बघूया. rama@gmail.com स्पेलिंग चुकलंय जीमेलचं. जीमेल अरे इनपुट देताना खालती कन्सोल मध्ये रन कर परत प्रोग्राम. जीमेलचं स्पेलिंग चुकलंय तिथे परत नको कॉपी पेस्ट करू. ओके
हो आलं.
आणि एक मिनिट वन मोर सजेशन यहाँ पे you don't require while rst.next because email I have given as the unique constraint. So if rst.next is more suitable. You understand what I'm saying? There are not going to be multiple records of the same combination of email and password. That's fine.
हो
Stop
हो
sharing. ठीक है?
थँक्यू मॅम.
Sure.
हॅलो मॅम.
येस शुभम.
मॅम, जेव्हा एखादा क्लास लोड होतो
हा.
तर तो बूटस्ट्रॅप क्लास लोडरने होतो, एक्सटेन्शनने होतो की सिस्टीम क्लास लोडरने होतो?
आपण क्लास लोड आर्किटेक्चर केलंय का शुभम अजून जेव्हीएम आर्किटेक्चर मध्ये? वी हॅव नॉट. So the answer is dependent on which class. तर whenever we discuss JVM architecture, at that time I can answer you this question. अजून आपण केलं नाही JVM architecture. Okay, so that time I'll explain.
Okay, ma'am.
Certain classes, for example, Java API classes, Java util चे classes असतात ते bootstrap class loader नी होतात. Extension class loader is now deprecated. It has been replaced by platform class loader, JDK 9 onward. So I'll tell you all about it when we discuss JVM architecture. ते आपण अजून केलं नाहीये. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Just to answer the last, I mean, one more line for your satisfaction. If it is a user-defined class, for example, test or user or customer, those are loaded by application class loader. So answer differs. करू आपण ते system architecture, JVM architecture, त्यावेळेला I'll explain.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure. So guys, it is 4:37. Can I interrupt you? Can we discuss the today's assignment and get the web server loaded? Let me say this way. You might have not completed, just a second, I'll share my entire screen. You may not have completed the revision. I totally get it. So just give me some time in between where I can discuss what all you are going to do throughout the remaining part of the lab. And after discussing that assignment, I want to show you how to add the server, the Tomcat web server, into IDE, so that tomorrow onwards, when we actually start with web programming, everyone's web server would be up and running, and you will be ready to focus on first J2E component, namely servlet. So that is the plan. So open this. Open your today's fresh assignment. And I would recommend open day one data, day one lab data. In case study, I have given you topic tutorials, which is actually better name is content management system. So keep it open in one of the Paint or some image viewer. Have you opened this? Because I'm asking you to prepare the layers for this case study, which we are going to continue.
There is a lag.
Am I lagging? Is my voice lagging? No. So such things, you know, when
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
not sure, please put it on the chat. Don't disturb. Okay. So what I was saying is, this is what we are going to develop throughout the week. So I just want you to start working on the database part of it. So keep this open in one of the windows and now start understanding the questions. Okay. So here, what is compulsory is, am I allowing you to write it in a mixed up manner where you write just one tester which has database logic and UI and everything? Absolutely not. So which are the layers you are going to use? is this. Everyone clear with the first statement? So you are dividing it into layers. Tester calling the DAO layer method. DAO layer using the DB utils. It's a user's relationship to get the fixed database connection. DAO layer hitting the database with the select or insert or update, whatever queries we require. Of course, through the JDBC driver, database giving the results, and then DAO doesn't return the result set or the results as it is. It maps it to the POJO or collection of POJOs, and that is what is returned to the tester. So tell me very honestly, frankly, are these individual classes representing individual layers? Are they somewhat clear? And like I said, today the whole day remaining this, you are going to spend in what you say, in solving it in the same manner. So now, I know that most of you would have solved this user login yesterday, but was it done in a layered architecture manner or a mixed up manner? This is yesterday's assignment I'm asking, mixed up manner. So everyone knows the code, you just have to refactor it. Okay, so I'm making the statements here, and as always, I'll upload this modified whatever instructions and all on Google Drive, or I'll share it with you. So if you want to solve this, okay, same assignment as yesterday, but using a layered architecture. So I'll say some things verbally. First statement is create a brand new project, day 2 lab. Okay, create this. And so first step will be what? Adding JDBC jar. Everyone can manage it. Add external jar so that you can start using the JDBC drivers and JDBC API implementation classes. So I'm not writing those steps. Okay. So imagine that, you have created this project, and we will start identifying the programmatic steps. So while writing the code, are you going to attack this, approach this in a top-down manner or in a bottoms-up manner? It is bottoms up. It is always recommended that way. Okay, always is a strong word, but in most of the cases we'll do that. So what is the lowermost layer? It is the database tier or database layer. So anyone wants to tell me, not a memory based, understanding based, which is the table which is involved for this? Simple questions, I'll answer fast. Of course, you are right, users table. So I have already given you that. So you don't have to waste a minute on that. Yesterday you have copied also that users table. Okay, so already exists. Okay, so don't waste time. Now tell me, which is the next thing you are going to write? What is the next layer which represents the database table? A POJO. So here you are going to create a user POJO. So I want to see a separate package POJOs. You can call it as POJOs, you can call it as entities, you can call it model. It all means the same. So user POJO. So now open that, open the database and simply say describe users. So suppose you create a POJO, class name as POJO. Anyone wants to tell me what will be the data members? You don't have to write. You can just give me this. No, data members, where PST is coming from. All these, ID, name, email, password, registration amount, registration date, and the role. All the columns are represented by this. Everyone understands me? So let me just select users. So in short, just I'm saying you will have these data members. So, but when I say this, these are the columns. So please, I don't want to see ever the date, field name as a registration underscore amount. You have to give it as a Java style names, as in REG amount and all that. Everyone can understand this so far? Clear? So which data members? Nothing but the table columns correspond to this. So I'll say 2 is the user POJO. I'll just create it as 2.1. And these will be the properties. These are called as the POJO properties, which are nothing but correspond to columns. All good? Now, what else will you add into this POJO? Everyone knows this. What else? annotations, but till then, lag it is. Oh. So now everyone is saying lag, so must be. Yeah, I got the error. I'll repeat. I'll repeat the statement. Am I audible now? That there was a glitch. Okay, so here I said I think you heard me till here. User Pojo, the properties, call them as the Java style name, as in reg amount. I don't want to see reg uppercase. I mean camel case. Default constructor. Add. Tell me what else will you add there? Yeah, already Abhijit told me it's a getters and setters. And for quick debugging, what is it we add is the toString. Everyone feels confident in writing user Pojo under 5 minutes. It just takes you 5 minutes because all you are really going to type is the database data members and rest all you are going to generate. Okay, so all good. Now let's take you to the third step. Third means, see, first was database table. Second was Pojo. Now you tell me. Okay, let me say this. DB utils. Change or no change? You must have got your DB utils already. So, 0 change. So, I'll say copy. Copy from yesterday. Copy from earlier. Okay, so DB utils, don't even touch it. You just check that you are using your own username, password, your own credentials. Now the layer above the Pojo, it's the main one. Which one? DAO, absolutely. So when you say DAO, are you going to start with interface or implementation class? Interface. So here, guys, first one, so I'm giving you so much of help. Later, I'll just discuss it verbally and I'll not write it. Otherwise, it is like I'm solving your assignment for you. Okay, so now take a minute. And if this is the requirement, can you tell me what will be that interface method? So give me the method declaration. Take your minute. This involves understanding. This involves smartness. So here, give me the method in the DAO interface. I'm waiting. I want to see what goes in, what comes out, and method name and throws SQL exception is the standard one. Let me see what people are giving me. A list of user get details. Prashant, you are, okay, it's wrong. I'll tell you what is wrong. Output is wrong. And the return type is wrong. Void is wrong. The return type string I don't want. Guys, here I want to have the whole user details. Tell me. Yes. How can you say list and array list? Let me ask you guys a question. You know this unique constraint very well. So can you have, if user gives you some email and password, maximum how many records you will get? One or multiple? Single. So why you are thinking in list and collection and all is beyond me. So think smartly. Don't blindly just because this is what we did. Now you follow the same. Think a little bit. And somebody was telling me the return type as string. That is okay. But I want to take these details in an encapsulated manner and give it to the tester. So I would recommend what is the encapsulated form of all the details? User Pojo. And you can say that authenticate user. And the arguments, I think everyone had given me correctly. Email, password, and since we don't want to, this thing, what is it? We don't want to handle the exception here. It will be throws SQL exception. So don't say users. Users tells the evaluator wrong things. So don't convey it. Is it a user or is it users? Tell me. It's a single user. So don't make mistake by saying users and all that. It's all confusing to the evaluator and then he will not be happy with you. So everyone clear so far? It's a single user. So give the name of the Pojo also user. Don't say users. One Pojo represents one user in the underlying database table. Okay. So writing the interface is not sufficient. So now you have to write the DAO implementation class. Okay. First assignment I'm solving fully. I mean, I'm helping you a lot. Next, you won't help. You won't require help. Okay, by the way, what will be the name of the interface? I've suggested a good naming pattern. What will be the name of the interface you will give? Suggest the name of the interface. A user DAO. Perfect. And what will be the name of the DAO implementation class? User DAO IMPL. Follow the same this thing till almost like end. Okay. So now let us focus on JDBC based. Today you are learning JDBC. Later replaced by Hibernate. Okay. So here, so start. Now start identifying. I'll ask you questions and you answer. Which are the data members we want to add? Instance variables. Which are the instance variables you would add here? It's all repetitive. Yes, you are right. Only connection, guys, and a prepared statement. Okay, so here you'll start with connection and PST1. I have not given you only one assignment. I'm getting all the things which are required for that case study solved. Okay, so start with the series PST1. Now, which is the best place to initialize the state? A constructor. Who is going to call this constructor? Tester today, tomorrow something called as servlet. So anyway, tomorrow is tomorrow, later. So constructor will be called by the above layer exactly once in the initialization phase of the application. Anyone wants to tell me what is it you want to do in the constructor? Default, by the way, this will be you don't require any parameterized constructor. Default constructor is sufficient. Tell me what do you want to do here? Think in steps. Yes, establish the connection. Okay, perfect. Open connection. So open connection code you are going to write, or are you going to call the dbutils method? You're just going to call the method because import static and all that. Because we have already written. Where is that? Copy somewhere and written. Copy that earlier this. Copy where I lost it, I think. So somewhere and written. I don't know. But I told you that copy the dbutils. Open connection using, I'll write in brackets, using dbutils. And now you'll have to create a prepared statement. So I think everyone knows the query. So how many? 3. Yeah. Thanks, Sumit. Yeah, dbutils copy from earlier. Okay, so let me ask you. SQL query everyone knows. So let's start from users. And how many in parameters, please? 2. So you have understood all of that. You have done it also yesterday. So I'll leave it to you. So I think everyone can manage. Now, here, you are going to write an implementation class. So you'll have to write that CRUD style method. Sorry. Which method I'm talking about? This method. So this is the method you will have to implement. Okay. So now tell me in steps. So what is the first step you will do? Setting the in parameters. So Rohit, yes, you are right, Rohit. Your query is right. So here, set the in parameters. Just give yourself today's practice and you will feel like you're comfortable in JDBC, provided you solve something. Then after that, which is the execution method you'll use after setting the in parameters? Which execution method to use? Execute query, very right. So you'll use, I'm not writing, of course, in full form. Execute query will return you a result set. Is it auto-closable? Yes. So you can manage that try with resources. You just tell me, are you going to use if rst.next or while rst.next? If is sufficient, because at the most there can be one record which has the email and password. And why I'm saying it confidently, I have given the unique constraint to the email column. So there is no chance you'll get the duplicate email IDs. Okay. So here, so you can have, okay, you can process the result set. I'll just process the result set using, if rst.next, and you will have to return in, okay, here you will say there are two possibilities, success, and here return, what do you say? Return user object or user Pojo populated with database data. Or in case of a failed login, I mean, in case of a failure, you have nothing to return, so you can simply return null. So I'll stop talking for a minute. Can everyone visualize it so far? Do you feel? Of course, we have not talked about cleanup. I'll talk about it in a minute. Can everyone relate to this? Okay. So, you are going to write it systematically, test it, and then go to the next one. That way you are going to have. Okay. So naturally, then you have to write the cleanup part of it. Cleanup is easiest to write. So what will you close first? Prepare statement or connection? Of course, you'll close the PSTs, close PST, and then connection, and that's it. So this will be your requirement structure. This will grow because I'm giving you so many things. But let's solve it one by one. So cleanup. So this finishes the DAO layer. Now, which is the layer at the top? Tester. So tester is, in this case, easiest to write. I'm suggesting something to you. Do not waste your time and write a big long tester. I want to see separate small testers. Because guys, I'm not going to ask you this here. We are going to develop this whole thing as a web application. So you are not going to require testers after today. Okay, so give me separate testers. Don't waste your valuable time in switch case saying while not exit anything. Our ultimate aim is to solve this case study. So tell me, are you going to write one big tester to check all the test cases? No, write separate testers. So here I can say test user login. And you know this. So it will be all easy. So you'll have scanner and all that. Create DAO instance. Pass user credentials. What is user credentials? Email and password. And call the invoke DAOs method. So this will be like over in 5 minutes. I mean, not the whole thing I'm saying. The tester will be over in 5 minutes. And without forgetting, clean up DAO. Understanding it all? Clear all? Okay. So does everyone feel confident about solving the user login in a what? In a layered manner? Of course, you have to try, and wherever you get stuck, we are there to help you. So in a likewise manner, we'll just now I'll not waste time, your lab time basically. Otherwise, I eat up all the lab time. I'll just solve one more, and others whenever we get, because I want to get that web server also added first. So I'll keep quiet now. You think about all the steps, and we'll discuss them verbally. You start thinking. We are solving the next one in a discussion-based manner, and then maybe I'll show you how to add the web server, and then your lab session continues. Think about all the things layer by layer. Which diagram you are talking about, Abhijit? This one? I have sent this case study diagram. Are you talking about, Abhijit? You wanted to see this case study? Which one? I have shared all the diagrams, Abhijit. I have shared all the diagrams. This one, right? This one, are you saying? All of them are, see, I have already shared it. Check out. Day 1 lab data. It is uploaded on yesterday evening. In day 1 lab data, you'll find the folder case study. And here I have drawn the diagram. Okay, so you can have your own copy. You're most welcome. Okay, so let me start talking to you. Here, when I say display all available topics, Which is the table you're going to use for that? I'm purposefully not giving you in writing. Otherwise, like it is, I'm solving the assignment topics table. Do you already have it or do you have to write it? I've already given it to you. So database part, I'm already taken care. Okay, now, so topics. Now tell me, what will be the next step? So table already exists. What will you build next? What will you create next? A topic pojo. So now we understand each other. So I'll just tell you, I'm asking you rather, what will be the data members of topic pojo? Don't say topics pojo. Topics is the name of the table. So topic pojo ke data member ID and the name. So topic ID and topic name. Got it? And then you generate the default constructor, getters, setters, and a toString. Everyone can manage it. Okay. So now after the topic pojo, will you need to write the DB? Okay, sorry. By the way, you're going to continue with the same project, day 2 lab. Don't create multiple projects for this. Okay, continuing. So that pojos under the pojos package, now you had earlier user pojo. Now you'll be adding a topic pojo. Am I clear to everyone? Okay, great. Now continue. So after doing the pojo, do you require to write the DBOTLs or the existing one? Existing one. All it is doing is database connection. Fine. Now the DAO interface. So are you going to add this requirement in user DAO or are you going to write a new DAO layer? Of course, a new. How can a topic related be added into this? Guys, this is a warm-up, a very little warm-up, but for your project. I'm showing you, you will have tables in your projects. They will be represented by pojos, and then you'll have something called as DAO layers, repositories, and all. So finally, it is going to help you in creating projects. Anyway, so everyone is clear, everyone is correct. Topic DAO. So can you tell me now the method declaration for this? This is where the interesting things start. Interesting things begin. So give me the method declaration, please, for this. I'm waiting for your response. Shubham, I'm not even accepting your answer. I want the whole method declaration. Yes. So list of topics. Where that linked hash map came from? Is there any key and a value here? Nothing. I want to get the whole topic details. So the list of topic, the pojo name is topic, and you can say get all available topics, throw SQL exception. So only that I will help you. So now, otherwise you'll go, I'm sure, off track and you'll feel all lost. So I'm helping you only that much. So you can have the simple collection and you can implement it by a list of topic, and I can say get all. See why I'm saying get kind of a method and not display, because it's a DAO layer method. DAO layer doesn't display anything. It just takes the data from the database and gives it to the tester. So get all available. Always spend some time in thinking about the method names. Topics, okay? And like you said correctly, why should have any this thing input? There's nothing. There's no criteria. There's no where clause and all. Everyone agrees with this? I have an objection. Don't say display this one. You're not displaying it in the DAO layer. Just say get or fetch or something. Are we clear? Okay. So now remaining steps. Why not topic? Who's that? Why not topic? Kanad. Are you saying why not single topic? Are there going to be one topic? Just say select star from topics. So do you have single topic of for tutorial or you have multiple? Of course, multiple. So that says it. Okay. So you have to ask yourself, how many records are you going to get out of it? If it is a unique record, then you say topic, otherwise topics. Okay, so now, so after identifying the interface, what is it you'll have to write? Topic DAO IMPL. So tell me. Now I'm saying verbally because I don't want to waste your time at all. So you'll have that constructor, you'll have the CRUD method, you'll have the cleanup and everything. Now the next thing, what will be the query you will use? Easy question. SQL, simplest question. For solving this, which SQL query? Easy busy. So let's start from topics. Yes. And so there's no in parameter and all. So what you'll do is you will have an empty array list, execute query. Will you use while rst.next or if rst.next? While or if? Of course, while. Multiple topics can exist, and populate the array list and return it to the caller. So I'll stay quiet. And of course, write a 2-minute tester which calls this DAO instance. You can use that list.forEach and display me the details. Clear completely? I mean, when I say clear, can you visualize the code? Do you feel the confidence that, okay, at least I can try? You may or may not succeed, that is fine. But at least do you feel confident to start? Everyone? Okay, 90% is too good to be like, too good to start, I mean. Okay, so there are, okay, anyway, we'll discuss the rest also. I was just thinking, you know, maybe update visits and all later. Just let me take some more things and we'll do this. Okay, I'll not say a word. You will drive. You first read this. Okay, I'm still giving you time. You tell me when you have read this. Read the 2.3? Guys, I have taken the basic effort of translating this requirement into the option. So you know the flow. User will log in. Upon successful login, we will show him the topics. You know, these are the topics. Suppose user chooses a particular topic. Now this is the page. I mean, web page and all will build tomorrow. That's not today's thing. But the contents we are generating today. So user had chosen a topic. And for that topic, whatever tutorials exist, so there can be 10 tutorials under the topic Spring Framework. It's such a vast topic, right? So I want it to be arranged in a descending manner, depending on the visits. So are you understanding that I'm making you build the data access layer for this case study? Are you understanding what I'm talking about? Okay, so that is the effort. Now tell me. Yes. So here, now start in a usual manner. So which is the table which has this data? Tutorials is the table. So guys, I don't think yesterday we copied. Did we copy? I don't remember. Yeah, I not copied. I don't know about you. But if you see, I've given you the major work. Database design is the real work, right? So that I have already done. So in day 1 data, day 1 help, JDBC help, SQL, open topics and tutorials. And somewhere I have given you, I'm sure. Yeah. So see this. Those who have not copied, for them, I've already given you the tutorials. I think I explained it yesterday, right? The one-to-many relationship. So one is the topic side, many is the tutorials. So naturally the foreign key, which references the topic side, is on the, what do you say, tutorial side. And I have inserted some data. So copy it. I've not populated, I've just populated one topic. I mean, tutorials for one topic. You can, of course, add more. So just paste it here so that you will have some tutorials. So you can see some of the tutorials and the contents and the visits and all that. Okay. So I think everyone can manage copying of those DDLs and DMLs. Now start answering. So you already answered me correctly. What was it? Tutorial table. Next, what will be the next thing you will build? Yes. So will you use user Pojo, topic Pojo, or will you have to create a new tutorial Pojo? New tutorial Pojo. Guys, it is typically Pojo per table pattern. Okay. Later, much later in Hibernate, when I take you to advanced topics in Hibernate, we'll speak differently, but currently it is Pojo per table pattern. Now, here, tell me what will be, okay, I'll do it for you. Describe, what was it? Tutorials. And tell me what will be the data members. All columns, right? So all other columns are ordinary. I mean, I think, yes. So see, this part is very easy. These are the actual core details of tutorials. But everyone knows this. What is topic ID? What is the topic ID here? What is topic ID doing here? It's a foreign key. Everyone understands it. So today we are in JDBC. So we will do it the easy way. Easy way means direct way. In Hibernate, I'll show you relationships between objects. So in addition to other members, you also add a topic ID as an integer. Everyone understands me? So because it is going to relate to your, what is it called? Foreign key, and its type is int. So can everyone generate the Pojo? Getter, setters, constructor, and toString. Okay. Now the next step. So DB utils is the same. So as usual, I'm asking you, so you'll have a third DAO layer interface, tutorial DAO. So in that DAO interface, I'll wait as usual, and you tell me the method declaration that I'm helping you, because I want everyone to be consistent. You understood my question? Translate this requirement into the DAO layer design. This is what I'm showing you for your project also. Given a requirement, you should be able to put it in a interface method declaration. I'm waiting. It's not difficult. You give it a try, I'll check. Are you trying it? Are you writing a method, or are you just confused? I said, give me this requirement translated. Okay, people were trying it. I was not sure. Get available tutorial, list of tutorials. Display, I'm not accepting the word. Get is fine. But there is something wrong in your return type. Read the question. Forget the question. Look at the case study. So this is the page we are building, the content we are building for this page. So tell me, a tutorial, actual tutorial, will have so many contents, and contents can be huge contents. So in this page, do you have to lift all columns of tutorial table, or only specific column? Only the names. So now improvise your answer. Again, people are thinking in maps. People seem to be very fond of maps. You don't require. Here, yes, please. The list type is correct. Give me the generic type of the list. Rohit, wrong answer. This thing is wrong. Return type is wrong. Is it going to be one topic name, or is it going to be a multiple topic names, Rohit? So then how do you have multiple? List. So what will be the type of the list? List of strings. What else? Absolutely. So here, just give me. Are you understanding? See, you can always say I'll lift the whole tutorial details, but then I'll say, guys, realistically speaking, if you see actual content management system under Spring Boot, under Spring Framework, there can be hundreds of Spring tutorials. And those hundreds of Spring tutorials will have such a huge content. So why load unnecessary data from database where all I'm going to have some links or buttons and all that? Is the discussion clear? So whatever is the data required, only lift that much. Okay, so here. So let's do this list of string. What is that string going to represent? A title. Title as in name of the tutorial. So here you see this is the tutorial name. So for example, Spring Core, Spring MVC, Spring Boot, whatever. Okay, so that is what we are going to lift. So list of string, and I can say get tutorials by, what is the finder criteria? Topic ID. And what is the input we are going to pass here? You already have the input in topic ID. Okay, and throws clause is the same. If you are not agreeing, if you have a better suggestion, or if you are not sure why I did it, talk to me, ask me questions right away, right now. But if you are okay with it, we can always proceed. Are you agreeing or disagreeing, understanding or not understanding, that way? And I told you, first I showed you the this thing, case study, because that is what we are going to build in the next couple of days. So you should know the data flow, you should know the whole case study from login to logout, correct? So this is the part which we got so far. Next, I'll share all this with you in a couple of minutes. Oh, sorry. So interface is done. Now, again, I don't want to waste your time. Can anyone tell me yes, it will return only the titles. That is what I was saying, Shubham, all the time. Look at the case study. Here, do I require all the data from the tutorial or just the tutorial titles? Tell me. Only the titles. So that is what I'm lifting from the database. Next one. Oh, not next one. Anyone, I've given you all the thing. So quickly type the SQL for me. What will be the SQL for this? It's an easy one. If I could have made it more interesting by asking you to join two tables, that you have the topic name and from topic name you give me the tutorials. I made it easy. No join, no subquery, nothing required. Simple query. You can directly type it on your database to confirm whether it is really returning you the correct things. Everyone is clear what I'm asking you? I'm just asking you the query. Rest all, I'll leave it to you. I hope you are trying out and not just feeling lost. Select name from tutorials where topic are equal to this, order by visits descending. Perfect, Ashutosh. Correct. So you are lifting only the projection. Projection means a column from tutorials and topic ID. Yes, you are right. So SQL queries, this is the easy one. Is it working? Do you require any join or subqueries for this? Are you having the data from the one table or multiple tables? You're lifting it from one table. So why will you require join? No join, no subquery, nothing. Just to check your database understanding. Okay, by the way, everyone understood the query? Everyone can manage the query? It's a simple query. Okay. Now, if I see verbally, I'm just discussing. Don't have to really struggle. If I change the topic ID to topic name, now tell me, will you need to lift the data from two tables or a single table? Two tables. So I hope you are comfortable with either you can use join or you can use subquery. So from the topic name, let me see. I got the subquery also looks like this thing. Topic ID is equal to, yes, you're right, Ashutosh. Select ID from topics where name equal to, yeah. Or you can use join, anything. Subqueries are whichever way. So for practice, you can do that. But actually speaking, from the case study, we are going to give the topic ID. But feel free to play with it and polish your or revise your database things also if you want. So this is your 2.3. With topic ID, can everyone manage it? Everyone is comfortable lifting the data from the same table? Great. Now, easiest I would say. So give me the DAO interface. So this will be your iTutorial DAO. Whatever is dealing with the tutorial table, of course, in iTutorial DAO. So I'll say, I won't say so many things, otherwise too much help. Yes, please. Easiest. Just translate it into method. Or should I help you? I mean, not here, don't worry. I'm saying which DAO. This is your iTutorial. Okay, yeah. So tell me the method for this. Given a requirement, you should be able to confirm. Again, Shubham, you have a problem in the return type. Return type is wrong. Rest all is fine. So I'll give you a clue, Shubham. Here, take a look at my this thing tutorials table and check. Is tutorial name unique or is it going to be repetitive? Unique. So can you get the list of tutorials for the same name? You cannot. Are you understanding me? So only that much was the mistake. Rest all, I think people are answering correctly. Tutorial, get details where. Yes. So continue. So here it will be, you will get one tutorial by name. Okay. It's a finder by a unique constraint. Unique constraint, right? So tutorial, get tutorial details, or you can say finder, fine. Get tutorial details by name. And what you are passing in is the tutorial name. How you will get it from user and all that, that is interesting. That is when we will start HTTP requests, HTTP responses and all that, web programming in short. But do invest some time today. And again, without having pressure, I'm not at all saying that everything has to be done. Over time, you will be doing it. So whatever you can complete today, fine. Okay. So tell me, till 2.4, at least have you understood something? Which will be the query? Query is easiest. What will be the query you will use for that? Queries are easy. I'm keeping it all easy today. Which query, please? For solving this? Yes, absolutely. Not topic name, this one. It's a tutorial name. We are discussing tutorial. So here, select start from tutorials where name equal to question mark. You can figure it out once you look at the table and the columns and all that. All fine, all good. Now the last one. Is that it? Yes. So first, understand it from the case study. So now user has selected the tutorial by the name Spring MVC. Okay. So you have displayed the contents. So the moment user has viewed the tutorials, what should be incremented? Whenever the user, yes, exactly. The visit counter should go up. Okay. So that is what I'm saying by something here. What is that? Update visits. Okay. So here, so you'll have all the things clear. So now as usual, this is you are updating the visits. Visits is the column of tutorial. So I think people should be clear. So you'll be writing it in what? iTutorial DAO. Give me the method, please. iTutorial DAO interface method. So for updating visits, give me the method here. And the next question is SQL. Which SQL? First don't think in SQL. First think in the method declaration I want. And I have made it easy for you by giving you the input here. Yes, Prashant, accepted. So when you said ID, it is a tutorial ID. Very, very right. And typically, I'm saying typically DMLs can have a simple string type. So you can say update tut visits or tutorial. Okay, I can say just update visits. And you'll be increment update query in short. And here you'll specify the tutorial ID. Okay. And throws clause is the same. Right? Now tell me the simple update query for this. You think in SQL. What will be the query you'll use for this? Oh, sorry. Did I say, it's not, Yogesh, it's not name. I'm going to give the tutorial ID. We'll extract it from the tutorial details. So just change that name to ID, please. Stick to these methods because based on that, we are going to develop the case study. That's why. Yeah, you are typing the update query. You're giving me the update query, guys. Easy one. Update tutorial set visits equal to this wherever. Yeah, absolutely fine. Everyone understands this? So this is my request that try to finish whatever you can. Because if you check this content management system, by the way, I'm not talking about the admin flow. Admin flow you'll require to, it allows you to add new tutorials and all that. There are some validation rules. So forget admin role. We'll do it as a customer role. And this is what anyway we are going to finish with something like servlets. I mean, first web component and all that. So tell me again, frankly, openly, have you got some idea about how it is relating to the case study of that web application and what is your today's tasks? Once again, I'm repeating at the cost of boring you. Even if you finish 1 or 2 objectives, but in a layered architecture, I'll be more than happy. And of course, if you can finish all, that will definitely help you later. So this I will share shortly. So now I'm going to again invest some time and get this part done. Why I'm going to get it done today? Because tomorrow we are definitely starting the web programming in Java. So after that, I don't want you to get stuck. Today you have so many lab faculties help and time. So we can help you in case things do not work. So today, 0 concepts, but I'll get the steps done from you, adding the server, writing one simple web application and deploying it and testing HTML contents. So please open your STS, Control-Shift-W. I'll start giving you step-by-step thing. What is the objective? Is the objective clear? The objective is for tomorrow onwards, we are not going to develop core Java. Core Java means standalone desktop-based applications. We are going to create a dynamic web application which will be deployed on a web server. So step 1 is what? You'll require a web server. Understood what we are going to do? Yes or no? Okay, fine. So here, I think in today's help, let me check. Day 2 data mein. Yeah, in day 2 help, there is a web server help. Okay. So here I have written in detail steps. So I'm just going to read one by one and ask you to follow. So here, okay, this is not a RAR. I've given a zip. Last time, you know, this batch or some other batch, I mean, I don't know. I mean, your batch or somewhere had a problem. So start step by step. First easy step is extract this zip. Don't start extraction. Allow me a minute. So typically you add it under program files, wherever you are maintaining the software, wherever you have a writing permission, you do this. I'll show you in a minute. Give me a sec. I have extracted. See, I'll tell you what I have done. Apache is the vendor of Tomcat web server. So I've downloaded the latest. The latest one is 10, but there are certain problems there. So I have downloaded it from Apache. Lag again. Am I lagging? No. Himanshu, you check your side. Okay, so what I was saying, right? So I have downloaded it and I have done some pre-configuration to make your life easier. So I'll show you where I have extracted it. I have downloaded, made some changes. And if you see under my C drive, this is my SSD. So my STS, all these things, whatever are memory hoggers, I put it on SSD. So here, just extract wherever you want. Extract Apache Tomcat 9.0.36. I'll wait step by step. So first step is extract the zip. Tell me after you are done. Okay, uninstall it, Akshay. There is nothing like uninstall. It is just a extraction. So better is you delete the earlier version and keep only one version. Otherwise, later you yourself will get confused. Keep only one version, preferably. So it is just a extract here types. Extracted. Okay. So after extracting, I don't know where you are extracting, but you will have a typical folder structure. This is your Apache Tomcat folder structure. More details tomorrow. Can I continue? Extracted. Follow the next step. Read the next step. So don't literally blindly do this. We have already switched the workspace for advanced Java. Please don't switch workspace again. So ignore this. And here I have already given you instruction and I'll get it done. I'll confirm it. Do it with me, please. Open your STS. We are checking. I'm giving you this as a last chance. Please don't have JDK 15 and 16 and 17. When I take you to Spring Boot, you can use any JDK you prefer, but not till then. Okay, so window, preferences, do it with me fast. Yesterday, I think I got it done already. And here you type JRE. The filter, type filter text, JRE. Click on install JREs and just check once. Are we all having JDK 11 here? Okay, so this is the only confirmation. Otherwise, you know, some instructions change from version to version, and I don't want to waste time at all. So this is the next one. Do not switch the workspace. We have already switched the workspace yesterday. Now, here, till now, we were creating core Java projects. Now we are going to create enterprise Java projects, advanced Java, web programming, web projects basically. So everything I've written, window, open perspective, other, and choose Java EE. So let's do it together. What is a perspective? Perspective is just a look and feel which options your IDE shows. Okay. So if you want to have quick shortcuts, change the perspective, change the look of your IDE. Click on, do it parallelly. Window. Perspective, open perspective. Reached here? Okay, click on other. And can you see Java E stands for Java Enterprise Edition. Got it? Window, perspective, open, all the steps I've written. So in case because of network lag or whatever, you missed it, you can read those steps and perform. Open it. And you can see the look changes. You see suddenly server tabs and all those things. Okay, so done so far. Can I continue? Change the perspective from Java to Java EE. Okay, guys, don't make a big deal of perspective. It is just the way to get the shortcuts, short forms. Not short forms, shortcuts is what I meant. Read the next instruction. Okay, next one. I have literally written it in such a manner that nobody requires, any novice can also do it. So you look for the servers tab, and now we are going to actually add the server. Okay, so here, let's do it parallelly. So here, can you see where my cursor is? Can you see this server tab? Everyone? It's a yes or no. 100% you will see. But sometimes you know what you do? Sometimes means over the days, you sometimes close this tab. Is there any way to get this? Answer is yes. If it is already there, don't waste your time. In case not, window, show view, and there is a server's view here. So do not panic. Do not panic over small things. Already, Girish, I'm telling you. So be patient. Hear me out before bumping a question. So here is the server's view. Now, under the server, you can double click on it to zoom it, maximize it. So is there already added server there? Can you see the existing server here? Okay, so we are not going to use it till we reach Spring Boot. So here we have extracted the Tomcat. I have given you a pre-configured Tomcat. This is what we are going to add here. Everyone understood me? VMware Tomcat Server we will use later, not now, when I take you to Spring Boot and all that. So now follow the instructions. Everyone has reached here? Because if you say repeat, I don't know from where to repeat. All good so far? Okay. And then your the lab faculties or we can help you in case you miss later. So now right click. And once you right click, the first option is new. You are adding a new server to your workspace. So how many times you have to do all these things? Exactly once in the workspace. Later, if you choose Java as a project technology, I would say you maintain a separate project workspace. All those later. So has everyone got this? So come to this server tab. Reach here. I hope I'm going super slow, sufficiently slow. Found the servers? Okay. Now, which is the server we are going to use is Tomcat. Its vendor is Apache. So expand Apache. Which is the server I have given you, which is a stable one. It is actual version is 9.0.36. Here there is 9.0. I mean, it's the same. It's just an upgrade. Found. So choose Apache Tomcat 9.0. Chosen. Okay. Now, so don't touch anything. The local host, I mean the server's host name is localhost, etc. Don't touch. Say next. Now observe, we are trying to add Apache Tomcat 9.0 and all you have to supply is where you have extracted the Tomcat. Okay. So here, browse. You go, I don't know where you have installed. I have done it in installed means not installed, extracted. So just give this folder name and say select the folder. So our my Tomcat install directory is C drive Apache. I'll wait here till you figure it out. Tell me when you are done. This has to be done in parallel. Otherwise, you'll have hell of a time tomorrow. When people are writing servlets, you'll be desperately figuring it out how to start a server. So please do it. Okay. Now here, let it be the workbench default JRE. But if you are interested in seeing what it is, we have got JDK. So it's all fine. It has to be same version. So whether you change it or not does not matter. You can keep it as this one, default JRE. And I take it that everyone has got only one JDK, one JRE added in the workspace. So there are no issues. Now, actually we can say finish, but let me take you step by step. So say next. You will see. Ivanshu, I already said, if extract it wherever you have the permission, but don't keep it too detailed in the path. C drive, D drive, anything is okay. Wherever you have writing permissions. Don't break the flow. I've already given the instruction long back. Okay, so here you are going to see empty boxes. I mean, when I say empty boxes, tell me, have we deployed? Deployment is what? Installing a web application. Have we even created any web application so far? No. So naturally, it is all empty. So this is fine. This is how it should be. And then say finish. Finish is the last button. I cannot rewind after that. Does anyone want me to say back here? Has everyone got it under control? Is everyone with me? Nobody wants me to do this thing, right? So then you say finish. Nothing great is happening. It will just add an additional server here. So which server are we going to use till the last few days in our training together? Till before Spring Boot, I'm saying. I'll be specific. This one, Tomcat version 9. Okay. So tell me, is the server started or is it stopped? It's a stopped server. So let us start the server. You don't start it with me. Give yourself time. First, see how it is, how it looks, and then do that. So just I'll have to click on this to select it. And can you see here in the top, right corner, there is a button to start the server. And then it will start. Red does not mean the error. You will say my console disappeared. You can click on the console. And this is what tell you, this is your client-side console or server-side console, guys. C or S. Client-side or server-side console. Client-side, where there is a client here. Guys, do you have we have written any client? It's a server. Come on, guys. Why you're giving me such a horribly wrong answer? We have started a Tomcat server. So how can you say it is a client-side console? Wake up. So this is where you are starting Apache Tomcat on. This is my Windows 10. I've not yet upgraded to 11. This is where that JDK is. And when you come down, you should see it is using the default HTTP listener port it uses, 8080. And you should see a message, server startup in some seconds. Now you try. And don't tell me that my console disappeared. Of course, after starting it disappears. You can, so it will come back to servers. Click on the console and confirm all of this. Waiting here for a minute. Here the instructions, Rohit, first and follow it slowly. I'm not doing anything difficult.
Ma'am, actually it is saying port 8080 started
Already
in another.
Same problem.
Already in use. So that means, unknown where are this Tomcat, there's a different issue. Himanshu, then you have a different problem. If the port is already in use, that means there is some service which is already running on the 8080 port number. So first check, have you started are you trying to start the Tomcat twice or are you doing it only for the first time?
First time, ma'am.
For the first time. So now I'll give you instructions. Listen to me, guys. For those it is working, do not change the port number. For those it is not working, I'm giving the additional instructions. So let me stop the server. Please mute yourself. You're causing a lot of disturbance. Mute yourself quickly. Okay. So here I have to start because I have to stop the server. So click on that. In your case, it has not started. I know that. So we are saying stop. And now I'm showing you how to change the default port number if it is already in use to something else. Let me confirm. Are you seeing the error message popping up that 8080 port number is already in use? Okay, so I'm giving the help for that particular error. Don't apply the same fix to all the errors. Okay, so now open the Project Explorer. Can you see the servers project? You should never ever close the servers project because that is your server. Which server are we configuring? The first one or the second one? Tomcat or VMware TC? First one. So expand that. These are all the server configuration XML files. Okay. So click on server.xml. For those it is working, do not play with it unnecessarily. Stay happy that your server is working. So here it opens the XML in the design view. Can you see the other tab, source? Click on the source view. Reached here? So now look for Control F. Look for means Control F, search 8080. Find it. And I'll just expand this, maximize this. It will tell you that it is using for HTTP. For HTTPS, it uses different port. For HTTP using 8080. So now let us replace it by some other port number, which is probably not being used. So you can use 9090, anything. 3000 we use for React, so don't use the same thing. So like, for example, 9090. You can use any port number 1024 onwards where your earlier services are not running. If you have Oracle and all, Oracle HTTP listener listens on 8080. Another thing I'm telling you, whenever you are online currently, right? Because you are listening to me on Zoom. So sometimes the your network also uses those ports. So you have to keep testing which port is free. Has everyone changed the port number to something else? Have you done this change? Wait, Swati, I'm in the middle of other discussion. Unknown version of Tomcat, because guys, I tell you all the instructions. Himanshu also gave me the same error. Wait, let one discussion finish. Be little more patient. So save it, please. And now, so you have made the changes in the configuration file. Now try to run the server again. So when I say run the server, you can't panic. You can't start looking else here. Can you see either on the left hand side or RHS? I think on the LHS, can you see a server tab? There are so many, what do you say, symbols. So this one is for server. I have already shown you. You can say window, show view server and get to this. Found your server tab? Found your server tab? Okay. So here, click on this and click the run button and check. So open the console. And now, since I have configured it to 9090, it should be running on that port. Working. Okay. So other individual errors will take separately. I don't want to waste the class time. So just remember all these. If your 8080 port is, being used for some other like Oracle database, I don't know what services you are having. You can change always the port number. Okay. Okay. So now I'll take the issue of unknown specified version. Guys, that is your pure coding, not coding, pure configuration mistake. I have told you, wait a second, let me stop the server here. How do I stop the server? Click on the servers tab. It is already selected. There is a stop the server button. You have made a mistake. When I give you such a, slow steps, I don't know why you are still making a mistake. So server, right click. I'm not showing the whole thing. New server. And here you have to choose the Tomcat version at least correct. So you have used the wrong version. So you have to choose 9.0. If it is not working with you, give us time. Lab faculties can start helping you in the meantime. Not now. I'm yet not finished with the discussion. So I hope you can correct this. Omkar, again, configuration problem. So individual problems will attack separately. Has majority, I think 50% people would have, their servers would have started working. Okay. So let me go ahead with the common steps. Individual cases will help you. Now, last 5 minutes. What is it we are going to do is, so here we have added the web server to the workspace and we have tested it by starting it. So now I just want to write, or rather I just want to show you how to create under 5 minutes a web application. But you don't know any web components in Java, such as servlet, JSP, Java Beans, or whatever, filters and all that. So we'll just write a simple HTML contains hello, how are you? I mean, welcome type of a content, and we'll test it. Is the last step clear? Is the next step clear? If anyone's server is not working for some reason, still continue with me. Okay, because later we are going to sit with you one-on-one. There are so many lab faculties experts will help you individually, but don't just stop configuring in between. Okay, so follow the instructions. By the way, everything is written. Read things from here, what to watch and everything I mentioned. Okay, so let me continue here. Start. So let's start by creating a web application. This is your first Java web application. So as you can see here, you have got these two as the core Java projects. Let's create the new one. So click on this drop-down list. Can you find out which entry first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth? Dynamic web project. Can you find this? what we are going to create now on a daily basis, like day 1 web, day 2 web, in short, a dynamic web project, nothing but a website, nothing but a dynamic web application. Okay. If you don't want to click on this, is there a shortcut? Yes. So where is that shortcut? Here, can you see the symbol? Here you have direct symbol of creating a dynamic web project. From anywhere you can select it. Okay, so if you click it, it will take you to the wizard. So read the things, understand and perform. So here, read. It is a standalone Java-based web application you are creating. So let's give some name. So let's say day 1 web, or I can say day 1.1 web. Don't give any spaces and all that. So just create the name. We are going to later, you can say CMS, content management system and all that, your project name. So currently this. Now the next instruction, the target runtime, tell me, for everyone it is showing Apache Tomcat version 9.0. It should be the default version selected because that is the only server we have added. Now important instruction. This web module version, what is it at all? You will understand that tomorrow. Concepts all tomorrow. Today I'm just getting a hands-on done because it's a lab session. So reduce this version. Otherwise it causes a lot of, otherwise the whole thing becomes sluggish. So can you see a drop-down list here? Choose the version, earlier version 3.1. Why? Later. I'll tell you why here itself. If you choose 4.0, loading that web.xml takes ages. The whole ID becomes slow. Reached so far? So I'll check. We are going to say next. So just check whether you have given some web application name. Anything. Day 1 web is fine. Then you have just confirmed that it is Apache Tomcat 9.0 and you have reduced the version from 4.0 to 3.1. Done all this? Can I continue to the next page? Okay, so say next now. And here you will see, we are used to in core Java SRC and bin folder. So here the naming is slightly different. SRC main Java is where we will be writing our Java sources. All that will be clear tomorrow. Simply say next. You don't touch anything here. Reach here. So what is it saying? Context root. That is the root of our web application. Like how we have root in React under public document space, public folder, it is equivalent to context root. Okay. And the content directory web app, this is where we are going to add our HTML contents and later if you want CSS, JavaScript, whatever. So here you require this deployment descriptor. What is it? All tomorrow. Check the checkbox. This is that XML configuration file which your web server will read to deploy the web application. More on this later. Everyone reach here? Can I say finish? After finish, I cannot rewind. Okay, so say finish. And it will create a web application. This is your first dynamic web project in Enterprise Java. So now, on the first day of React, you must have learned the React folder structure. So I'm showing you much simpler, much easier this one. Oh, sorry. Look at me. I have put the wrong one here. So there are so many folders which you don't require. So I'll just tell you the ones which you focus on. We are not into web services. So ignore that. Not now. Which is the JRE? Which is the JDK we are using? Java SE11. Guys, keep confirming. Don't just sit there. This is going to be empty today because the first Java content tomorrow, servlets we will start with. Please confirm this twice. Everyone is finding Apache Tomcat version 9.0 here. Is the server added properly? And now see something. Guys, you have to understand also, not blindly do things. Expand this, please. And you will see that this, wherever you have got that Apache, I have done it in SQL and Apache, entire library, the jars are automatically available. And when I told you that, okay, this is an older version jar, I'll fix it. I'll give you the latest one, or I'll tell you how to do that little later. We are using 8.0.27 or something. Anyway, we'll fix it. I'll fix it. So this is already containing the jars. In short, we have all Apache Tomcat support. And now let us create, okay, let me show you that web.xml and let's create a one HTML and stop it at that. So expand on, open this thing src main, and Java is empty. Can everyone see a folder by the name web app? Web app stands for web application. This is equivalent to your actual public folder in React, where you add the index.html and all that. So here, now, can you see two subfolders, meta-inf and web-inf under web app? So meta information you don't require here. Important most folder for us is web information. Expand that. Are you seeing lib folder and the most important deployment descriptor by the name web.xml? Open that web.xml. If it is opening in the design view like this, change it to source view. Reached here? Got to your web.xml? Okay. So tomorrow when I start explaining that web server, web container, dynamic web application, you'll understand the flow, but I'll just give you some inputs. So this file gets generated from your IDE. Like so many things get generated in your create React app. Similar thing. So who is going to read this file? Your web server is going to read this. And I hope you understand this much. It is just an XML tag. So anytime any client tries to access your website, web application, which is the welcome file to deliver. So typically, what is the name of the welcome page or home page? We can see that. Sagar will have to, you'll have to wait. 100% it is. Okay, I'll tell you, you must have forgotten to check the checkbox, Sagar. So I'll help you later. Index page. So now you remove, you don't require so many welcome pages. Delete it. And I'll help Sagar in between. Sagar, you have forgotten to check that checkbox. No worries. Anyone who has forgotten it, there is a way out. For example, Sagar, right click on your web project. Can you see Java EE tools? Sagar, keep responding. Right click on the web. If you forget to select that checkbox, right click on the project and see Java EE tools. And here there will be, currently it is disabled because I have generated. Click on generate deployment descriptor stub. This will be enabled in your case. Got it, Sagar? Okay, so some things like this I can solve, but some detailed problems I'll have to look at it. Okay, so you'll get your welcome file. I'm so sorry, web.xml, and you have one welcome page here. Rest of you got here? Okay, so now what we are going to do is simply going to write that index page, like how React Flow everyone knows, index.html goes to index.js, index.js to app component, etc. Not similar exactly, but yes, we are having a flow here. So all I'm going to show you today is write a HTML, which you are anyway knowing, and we'll just test the web application from the client side. Okay, so the question is, where should I write this index page? It is not getting generated automatically. You have to create. So the answer is public folder is web app here. So right click on web app. Are you hearing me correctly? Web app is your content directory folder, public folder equivalent in React. So right click on web app, please. Can you see new and choose the HTML? Web app, right click on web app, new and HTML. Everyone got it? Reach here. Okay, choose HTML. Check the folder structure. It is our web application, SRC main web app. That is where your public content. Public means whatever is you are going to accessible to the client, we are going to keep there. And now, which is the page, welcome page, we have told the web server we are going to write is index. Is it case sensitive? 100% yes. Do not play with uppercase, lowercase. Keep it all lowercase. So index. You don't have to add the .html extension. It will add it automatically. I'm repeating. Lowercase I or uppercase I? Lowercase I. Don't mix up in uppercase, lowercase. And simply say, you could say finish actually, but first time, so I'll show you next. Which is the default HTML version. It is picking HTML5, which is what we wanted, and you can say finish. HTML generator, easy. Okay, confirm the path once again. Okay, by the way, save this. The path of index.html should be under src main web app. If you put it by mistake under webinf is considered as a private folder, and you will start getting HTTP 404 content not page not found errors. And here, no Java today, only HTML. So let's say something like here, welcome to my web application. Something. Added some message. Okay. So we have done hardly anything. I just got you started. We created a web application. We edited the web.xml to give the name of the welcome file. We removed all the unnecessary files, and then we just added under web app, which is the public document space, index.html with some content. Are you done, guys? Okay, so now we have to deploy this web application on the server. So what is the meaning of deployment? Deployment is equal to installing a dynamic server-side application on a particular server. So let's see how to do that. Extremely easy. With IDE, things are easy. So follow the instruction. Right-click on the project, please. I said right-click. I'm giving you how to deploy this dynamic web project on a Tomcat server. Okay, right-click on this. Can you see the option run as? So you tell me, what should I choose? Run on server or run as Java application? What should I choose? Of course, run on server. This is when we are deploying the web application on Tomcat. So choose run on server, please. Which server are you going to choose? Tomcat version 9.0 or VMware TC? Of course, Apache Tomcat. This we will choose as an internal server when I take you to Spring Boot, not for first few days. I mean, many days. So please confirm, choose Tomcat 9, which we have added recently. Say next. You can say finish, but first day, so I'm taking you through all the steps. Tell me, are the boxes empty or filled now? Can you see the configured? So this is ready for deployment. Everyone can see this? No red crosses, no errors, nothing so far. Okay, so it is configured. And when you say finish, what it is going to do is, I'll tell you ahead of time. It is going to deploy this particular web application on the Tomcat server and also launch the client. So I would suggest wait. First, you observe what is happening. Don't be hyper. Hurry can kill you. So first observe what is going to happen. So when I say finish, see the things which are happening automatically. Guys, so you can see here, it launched the server on its own. Okay. So this is your server side console. Don't do that. Give me a minute. So this is your server side console. Server has been started. And now if you see, can you see something? So let's see whether from your web technologies, let me see your understanding. This part, is it a client side or is it a server side? C or S? This part where you are seeing, you are not seeing, I'm asking you from my side. Is this, what will you call it? Client side or server side? This is the client. This is the client sending the HTTP request to your web application. But okay, so do this much and see whether you are getting the welcome message. I'll wait here. You know what you have to do. Right click, run as, run on server. It will launch the server and also run your also send the request from the client. Are you all seeing this welcome message, guys? Okay. Individual cases who are having problem, we will help you later. Lab faculties will help you later. Okay. So, but now the point is, if we continue this way, you get totally confused which is server. Sometimes I say server, sometimes I say client. So let us not do that at all. We are going to use till I show you full stack, which is towards the end of here. So React at the front end and Spring Boot at the back end, that is way ahead. Okay. So till then, we are going to use browser. Initially, we'll use browser as the client. And you know about Postman? You know Postman tool? Yes. So when I show you the RESTful APIs, we will use the Postman as the client. And then once your backend is all tested, then we will attach the React frontend and do the full stack testing. That's going to be. So that's too much for you to grasp. So here, let us replace this internal browser by the actual browser. How? Follow the steps. Click on window. Done. Can you see a web browser setting here? Which is the default browser it has chosen? Internal or external? Internal. So please choose Chrome. You can choose Chrome, Microsoft Edge, anything. I would suggest Chrome because React tools, Redux tools and all. I mean, best support is on Chrome. So choose Chrome. So what is it we have done, guys? We have replaced this internal browser by the external browser. Chosen? Everyone done that? Replace internal by Chrome? Okay. Now, we just have to run this application again. So don't do that. Give me a minute to show you. When I say run, right click, run as, run on server. Now you can say directly finish. Wait for a second. And it will launch the client. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So now I don't think there is any confusion anywhere. So this is what side? Client side or server side? Of course, this is your client side. Everyone gets me? So try this out and tell me, is it launching your client side browser? Tell me if it is working at all. Launching it. Now, everyone knows developer tools. Inspect option. Do you know inspect option? Control-Shift-I. Okay. Open the inspector. And here, don't open the console, open the network tab. I'm just showing you the request response flow and that will be it like. Done that? Open the network tab. You can say clear. There's nothing there but clear. And now simply you are going to say refresh. Don't hear me. When you say refresh, your client, HTTP client, web browser is going to send all the way a new request and we are just going to check or inspect the request response flow. So simply say refresh. And guys, can you see this? So here, this is, forget prompt.js. That is the additional this. So you don't, I mean, that is from the browser, but click on day 1.1. Click on the headers. So this is the requesting URL which your client has sent to the server. So tomorrow I'll discuss in detail, get method. This is your response status, code response headers and all. And this is the response which this response is what? HTML page. So this HTML content was sent from your web server, dynamic web application to the client. And that is what is being discussed. So this is about your simplest request response flow. And that is what completes the first discussion. So just try this out and keep your web server ready. 304, no, not possible. You must have clicked on prompt.js. I don't know. Here. 304 is okay, cached page. So you can clear the cache and you can check this. 300 series is all redirect and cache pages. So refresh the cache and check it. Okay. So anyway, forget all those things because you don't know even what is 304 currently. So just check, are you getting this response message at all? Don't go off track and confuse everyone, Shubham. Wait. Okay, so this is what is the response. So more on this, all concepts and all this tomorrow. So now this is what I wanted to get it done. Now you continue with your JDBC assignment as I've discussed, or continue with your JDBC revision as said already. So that is all from my side. So now tell me if anyone is having, try out things, Viraj. First, give it a try on your own. I've given all the steps. So read those steps. I'll tell you. Okay, what you will do is, yeah, you'll follow the steps till this month. Test web is the name. Here I've given day 1.1. So it should launch automatically. So follow the steps, Viraj, or anyone. Wait, Shubham, I'm in the middle of a statement. Have patience. So here, this is till this, everything is given, and follow that and you will find out your mistake. So try it out. Yes, Shubham, tell me.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, 304 ने काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही ना तसं?
नाही. अजून बेसिकली 300 सिरीज अजून एक्सप्लेन केली नाहीये. इट्स अ रिडायरेक्शन कोड. मी ऑलरेडी विचारलं तुला. Are you seeing the message, welcome to my web application here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so refresh. Where is refresh? Refresh button. This refresh. Where else? So that is all you do and try it out. Okay. So this is enough time spent here on the web application. This continue with your JDBC. Okay. So.
Ma'am.
Yes.
मॅम सर्व्हरच्या इथे 9090 अपडेट केलं ना त्याच्यानंतर कुड नॉट लोड द टॉमकॅट सर्व्हर असं येतंय.
हा तर जरा okay, so take the help. Okay, you want to share screen?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, so I'll take this as one of the last questions. Around 6:15 I have to log off. So till then, whatever queries I can solve, I'll solve. Start talking to other lab faculties also if I'm not around.
Okay.
Yes, this one, Omkar. I'll take your question. Show me. मला एरर बघितल्याशिवाय नाही कळणार काय आहे. एक मिनिट. Let me read. Wait. Could not load the configuration. May be corrupt or incomplete. Okay. तर sometimes what happens is Google Drive वरनं डाउनलोड करताना तुझं झिप फाईल करप्टेड असेल तर परत एकदा डाउनलोड कर सर्व्हर म्हणजे आजचा डेटा त्याच्यात वेब सर्व्हर झिप आहे. आत्ताच डिलीट करून टाक सगळं आणि मी इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स देते. थांब आधी ऐक सगळ्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स कारण देन यू कॅन फॉलो आणि परत तिथे कॉपी कर जिथे तुला कॉपी करायचं तिथे अँड ट्राय टू ऍड डिलीट दिस सर्व्हर अँड ट्राय टू ऍड इट अगेन.
ओके.
नाही थांब. आय थिंक तू इथे मेसअप केलंयस ह्याच्यात. वेट लेट मी टेक द कंट्रोल. इथे टॅग मध्ये XML फाईल मध्ये गोंधळ केलास की मी कंट्रोल. वेट अ सेकंड. नाही आय चेक दिस फर्स्ट. मला आधी कंट्रोल दे. हे बघ इथे दिसतंय ना इथे रेड क्रॉस आहे म्हणजे तुझे काहीतरी तू ह्याच्यातच प्रॉब्लेम केलायस. I'd given a very easy instruction. Connector port. इथे कुठेतरी एरर येते. डबल कोट्स
हे अपडेट केलं हे चेंज केलं ना 9090 तेव्हा ते लगेच आलं तिकडे.
अरे पण तिथे तुम्हाला ऍट्रिब्यूट व्हॅल्यूज पेअर कशात घालतो आपण ऍट्रिब्यूट व्हॅल्यू डबल कोट्स मध्ये. दिस इज अ बेसिक अंडरस्टँडिंग आय एक्सपेक्ट आफ्टर डुईंग द वेब टेक्नॉलॉजी कम्प्लीट. सो यू कॅन नॉट मेक अ मिस्टेक लाईक दिस. तिथे आधी 8080 हे कोट्स मध्ये होतं की नाही. आता कर रन आणि ट्राय कर परत. मला वाटलं त्या झिप फाईलच करप्ट झाली आहे. इट कॅन बी स्टील देअर पण आता बघूया करून आधी. पण तो डायरेक्ट एरर मेसेज देत नाही ना. डबल क्लिक ऑन कन्सोल. आय थिंक इट इज वर्किंग. क्लिक ऑन कन्सोल. हा तेवढाच होता प्रॉब्लेम. जेव्हा नाही कसं सांगताना प्रॉब्लेम तुम्ही कसा सजेस्ट केला पाहिजे की आय एम गेटिंग अ रेड क्रॉस इन दॅट XML म्हणजे मला लगेच कळलं असतं कुठे प्रॉब्लेम आहे. ओके सो बी मोर ऑब्झर्वंट होता. यू कॅन स्टॉप शेअरिंग. Next one. Anyone needs help? Share your screen. If it is working for everyone else, fine. I'm ready to log off. Anyone needs help? So I'll be uploading all this, including the latest server.xml, so that you can refer to it. So, okay, sorry, not shared my screen. Have I shared my screen? like I was saying here, if you are using any XML attribute, let it be from here, the value of the attribute, of course, has to be in the quotes. So guys, that will be all. How many of you are, I hope majority server is working. Is that a correct statement? Okay, so continue to write out, but take the help of lab faculties. And if there are any errors, please fix them. Now, once your server is all created up and running, don't delete and just play with the server. It can definitely kill you. So because you have got a lot of things to learn, stop wasting your time on server. Once the server is up and running, you don't have to touch it at all till I take you to almost like Spring Boot. So that will be all. I'll upload all this today's data day to lab data, including that instructions which I have given. Try revising, try completing as much as possible. That will be all. See you tomorrow.